What is up, guys? Red Ranger 02 here, and this time I will be reviewing, and you can clearly already see him because this dude's huge, the Q-Rex Megazord from Power Rangers Super Mega Force. This is the Zord that belongs to Orion, the Silver Ranger. I can't remember the actual name of the planet where he finds his I know it's his home planet, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. However, he ends up using this morpher and 3 Ranger keys to actually activate this guy, well, summon this guy, and activate his different forms. This one, he uses the Quantum Ranger key from Power Rangers Time Force, and is able to summon him from the year 3000, or whatever the year is at the time, whenever, Time Force is in this time period. I've honestly never really kept track. And this is reminiscent of that drill tank that they showed in Power Rangers Time Force. So I think they actually took that and basically transformed it into this. That's what I think actually happened. So this is basically like a Q-Rex Mark II. Because it does come from the future, meaning that they have the technology available, and it is called the Q-Rex, judging that this would have some kind of iteration with the original Q-Rex, which it kind of does in 2 different forms. One, this is the Time Force kind of tribute, but then 2, the dinosaur form is both for Mighty Morphin and Time Force in a way because of the Q-Rex. Now, what do I mean by dinosaur form? I'll get to that in a bit. In this form, it is basically a drill tank. It can drill down to the ground, not really. But it also has these cannons, which are up front, and they look like little anchors. These cannons look like little anchors, which are pretty cool. Or tridents, not anchors. And he has his feet on the back, which have these engine bits on the back. And so, yeah, there's a lot of scraping plastic. Which basically implies that it's like, and you can actually get him to stand on his own like that in some kind of like rocket formation almost, which is pretty cool. Now on to the actual dinosaur formation. What you do is you grab the bits on the side and take them off. Grab the drill, take that off, grab the head, take that off, and the little arms on the back, take them off, and then fold these little bits down. There you have a bunch of parts that will eventually come together and form the Q-Rex. So let's start with the feet. First, you're going to want to push these bits where his legs are going to go forward. Grab the feet and push these forward so they are ankled like that. Plug it in. I'm actually going to raise you guys up a little bit. You plug it in. Do the same thing with the other foot. Now he can stand and he's starting to look T-Rex-ish. Grab the little arms that were on the back, and then they just simply hook here and here, and you can kind of move those up for a bit. And now he's looking more dinosaur-ish. Go to the back, and he has this peg right here. Oh. Well, if it's not connected, pull it forward. And have the drill tail like this. Hook it in. And then angle this just a little bit. Then grab the T-Rex head. There are 2 holes. There's the one right there for tank mode. And then there's the Megazord arm mode. And then there's the little hole right there, connected into there. And here you have the Mighty Morphin tribute. He uses the Green Ranger key to activate this. However, I see this as a double tribute. I see this as a tribute to both the Quantosaurus Rex and the Dragon Zord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where it has the stature and everything of the actual Dragon Zord, where it kind of looks more like a mecha, like it looks more like Godzilla, which is basically the Dragon Zord was a kind of mecha Godzilla looking thing. I see this as also a Time Force tribute. Like, this is the Quantosaurus Rex, except this is like a Mark II. This is a better version. I could see, like, Eric, the Quantum Ranger, eventually using this. and receiving like Silver Ranger powers or something. But he does have some good articulation in this form. You can move the legs all around. His little arms move up and down, and you can actually move the tail around, spin it around, do everything with the tail, and yeah. Oh, and the mouth can easily open, and you can tilt the head up and down, and it's really cool. Just be like... But now let's get him into Megazord form, shall we? And the way that we do that is to remove the little arms on the back, remove the head, remove the tail, and make sure the tail is, little tail piece that it locked into is firm. Then take the feet and angle them back into this position, to where he's kind of like, looks like he's leaning back. Fold up the legs like this. Turn him around. Take the arms, little arms, and simply stick them onto the back like so. And then you're ready to actually form the arms. Take the drill, grab it, and twist that part. And it hooks in right here for one arm. Grab this, flip up the dinosaur head, grab this part, flip it, and open up the T-Rex head so that way it's like this and it reveals a fist. Hook it in, and you almost have the Megazord. Go down to this part, grab it, fold it down, flip this around, and here we have the T-Rex Megazord. Now this, in my opinion, is very, very, very reminiscent of the Dino Thunder Megazord. And it's awesome because he actually uses the white Dino Thunder key to actually activate this guy, which is really, really, really cool. So he does have his little drill arm and can drill and everything, which is really, really cool. I like that. What you can do is I do have a Ranger key here, the Mystic Force Ranger key. He does come with red Dino Thunder, but I don't know what I did with it. And you basically stick it in, and it's supposed to spin his drill. However, it doesn't do a really good job. In my opinion, you're better off just spinning it manually. However, it only spins clockwise. It won't spin counterclockwise for very long. It just stops for some reason. Or not. What the frick? It used to. Now it's not. Okay. That was weird. But yeah, also, this guy has a combined form with... Whoop, give me a second. Oh no! I popped off one of his arms. He is still in He is still in his Mystic form. So, give me a second. Let me get him back in the normal legendary form. He can combine with this guy right here. Now the way that it's done in the actual Japanese show is essentially just taking off blue and green, taking off the drill, taking off this arm. Oh, one thing I have to note, in the Go Kaiju series, this drill could open up and it could look like a trident. However, we do not get that with the American version. And there you actually have, this is the official combination, just an actual arm swap. But screw that, this is what I like to do because it's Sword Builder. Dig off the legs. Dig off the legs. And put on the T-Rex legs. I like that better. I kind of actually had a small story about this. Basically, the other 4 Rangers were gravely injured, and it was only Orion and Troy that were left. And so Orion and Troy have to work together. And eventually, when they destroy the monster, however, they only have the Sky Ship and the Q-Rex Zord, and the Q-Rex is not powerful enough on its own, despite its futuristic technology. So they ended up realizing that they could easily oh no, camera, quit freezing up. Okay, there we go. But he basically realized that they could in fact combine the Q-Rex and the Skyship. However, Troy does bring up the point that they do not have yellow or pink there anymore, which would actually give them the legs. However, he says that he thinks that they can actually combine the legs of the Q-Rex Zord along with the arms to the Skyship, creating this new and powerful Megazord. Plus, you can do this. Say if Troy's injured. Say Troy got injured during the fight instead, and they can't activate the Skyship, however they can access their Zords. Q-Rex just kind of blasts its limbs off temporarily, and then you get this kind of combination. Although I like this one a bit better. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what I could review next, or tell me how I could improve the videos besides the unfortunate camera freeze, which, like I said in the last video, I will tell you guys when I get that all remedied. Thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes in the next video. Power down!